Hi.
Hi. Hi, you guys.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mia.
Thank you.
Whew. Well, it was an 8-week experiment like no other, huh?
A journey, for sure.
So if you could just talk to me a little bit about your choice on decision day and how you came to that.
Yeah, I would say there was definitely a lot of ups and downs in our marriage, but despite some of the negative times we had to go through, there was a lot of times that were beautiful that I could reflect back on. And so that's why I really wanted to stick through it and kind of see what could happen with Tristan and I.
In those hours and days after decision day, cameras went away, the experts went home, your security blanket. What was that adjustment period like, and how did that affect you?
It was hard because it's like the training wheels are taken off of my bicycle and I'm left to drive myself and I'm just driving it into a ditch.
Why? Why do you think it was hard to navigate yourself?
So the moment filming ended, the very next day, Tristan was showing me pictures of his ex-girlfriend.
He was just like, hey, check out my ex-girlfriend?
Actually, yeah. He was like, check out my ex-girlfriend. She's in a bikini, so a lot is showing. And he was like, she's so beautiful. I'm talking her up, basically. And I was like, I'm sitting right here. And then he said I was not mentally strong or mentally tough. And so that's when I removed myself from that situation because I honestly had no idea how to handle it. And then 3 days later, his mom called me and she just expressed that Tristan, I guess, has tons of women that come up to him and hit on him and that I just need to be more secure with myself to handle those types of things. And for me, I was just like, why didn't Tristan call me? Why didn't he reach out to me?
Well, Mia, you and Tristan have gone through a lot together.
Yeah.
But now I would like to invite Tristan to join us on stage. So please, welcome back, Tristan. Tristan, Mia, I want to get to the big question that I know everybody out there wants to know. Where are you now?
We are divorced.
How hard was it to come to that decision?
It's been really tough, but after the last walkout, I said I could not bet my future on an unstable woman.
So who initiated the divorce?
I did.
Okay. So after the ex-girlfriend incident, I initiated the divorce. Tristan, can you please be honest and tell them we were supposed to go to counseling in Houston, right?
And you drove down.
Yeah, I made the trip to Houston, correct.
And then I told
and then you
that
said
night that
you wanted the divorce.
I know.
Yeah.
I said I initiated it.
So I originally said I wanted the divorce.
You want
and then the counseling he initiated,
Oh,
and then I was the one that filed.
Got it. Okay.
That's what happened.
You said you wanted the divorce. She filed the paperwork.
Just
okay.
No, yeah.
All right. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that for a moment.
Yeah.
Because I want to turn it here from Dr. Jessica.
I'm disappointed in how two people who we've had so much admiration for are so hurt at this point. I mean, even sitting here today, you can see how hurt people, even with the comments that they're making. And at the same time, I don't see this as a failure. I think that both of you have learned so much about yourself so that you can apply this to the relationships that you want.
And Dr. Pepper, Pastor Cal, do you have any advice on how to divorce with dignity?
Well, I think it's really important to watch your language. There's going to be some hurt. There's going to be obviously some unresolvable feelings. I mean, if they were resolvable, they'd still be together, right?
Stay on the high road. Any further conflict really is counterproductive now. Now it's time for you to build your individual lives, take the lessons you've learned, cherish the trials and the issues that you've gone through, and let them make you better.